He is alone. The game is in 2 hours, and the voice in his head is already speaking. It always speaks before the big moments. It says, what if you are not ready? What if you are not enough? We see them at their peak. Jordan mid-air, tongue out, frozen in glory. Djokovic, fist raised, Wimbledon champion. Serena, roaring after match point. We call it confidence. But here is what we do not see. 5 minutes before that championship point, Novak Djokovic was in the tunnel, bouncing a ball over and over, his stomach in knots, his mind racing. The same voice that whispers, I am ready, also whispers, what if I am not? Michael Jordan, the most competitive man on earth, sat in his car before games, alone, head bowed, rain on the windshield. And Serena Williams, before every Grand Slam, walks through that tunnel. And for a moment, she is not a champion. She is just a woman walking toward the unknown. We have been sold a story that confidence is permanent, that champions are immune to doubt, that the great ones never question themselves. This is a lie. Inside your brain, there is a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. Its job is simple: detect threats. It does not know the difference between a saber-toothed tiger and a championship point. To your amygdala, pressure is pressure. And here is what happens when pressure arrives. The amygdala activates. It sends a signal: danger. Your heart rate increases, your palms sweat, your breathing shortens. This is not weakness. This is biology. This is your body preparing to survive. But here is the paradox. The same response that makes you alert also makes you anxious. The same chemicals that sharpen your focus also cloud your judgment. The same energy that could help you perform can also make you choke. This is the paradox of the high performer. The more you care, the more your amygdala lights up. The more you want to win, the more your body reacts as if you are about to die. And the moment you try to force the anxiety away, it gets worse. This is called ironic process theory. The more you try to suppress a thought, the louder it becomes. I am confident. I am confident. I am confident. And underneath it all, the voice you are trying to silence. What if I am not? The champions figured something out. They do not silence the doubt. They do not fight the fear. They accept it. They let it be there. And then they act anyway. Ask any elite athlete after a win, were you confident? And they will say, I trusted my preparation. I stayed in the moment. I focused on what I could control. Notice what they do not say. They do not say, I was confident, because confidence is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. Confidence comes and goes like the weather. Some days you wake up and you feel like you can take on the world. Other days you wake up and you feel like you have forgotten how to breathe. If your performance depends on your confidence, you are a hostage to your emotions. Research shows something surprising. The relationship between arousal and performance is not a straight line. It is an inverted U. Too little arousal, you are sluggish, unfocused. Too much arousal, you are overwhelmed. You choke. But in the middle, there is a zone, the optimal zone, where your heart is beating fast, but you are in control. Where the doubt is there, but it does not stop you. The optimal zone is different for everyone. A powerlifter needs explosive energy, high arousal. A golfer needs calm precision, low arousal. A basketball point guard needs to read the game in real time, moderate arousal. The goal is not to feel calm. The goal is to feel ready. So, how do they do it? How do champions walk into the arena with a calm mind when their amygdala is screaming at them? Kobe Bryant was once asked where his confidence came from. He said, I have seen every scenario before, not because he was born with some special gift, but because he had been in the gym at 4 a.m. shooting, alone, in the dark, thousands of shots, millions of shots, until the shot became automatic, until his body knew what to do, even when his mind was uncertain. This is the master's secret. They do not eliminate uncertainty, they prepare for it. They have already imagined what could go wrong. They have rehearsed the failure. They have sat with the feeling of losing, so that when the moment comes, they are not caught off guard. This is called defensive pessimism. It is a strategy used by elite performers across every domain. Instead of trying to think positively, they imagine the worst-case scenario. They visualize the ball missing, the deal falling through, the speech going wrong, and then they plan for it. The anxiety loses its power because it is no longer unknown. It is not about being fearless. It is about being prepared. The master has already lost. He has felt the sting of defeat. He has sat with the shame, and he has decided it is not the end of the world. But here is the truth that no one wants to tell you. Mastery is not a destination. It is not a mountain you climb and then you are done. It is a decision you make every single morning. Every day you rebuild the wall. Every day you lay the first brick again. Because the wall is never finished. You do not arrive at a place called ready. You choose to be ready, over and over. This is the hardest part of the journey. Not the training, not the discipline, the acceptance. The acceptance that you will never be free of doubts, that the mountain has no summit, that the voice of uncertainty will always be there. Tom Brady, at 45 years old, still writes in his notebook every morning. 3 things he is grateful for. 3 things he wants to improve. And then, I am prepared, not I am confident. I am prepared. Because preparation is the only thing you can control. You cannot control how you feel. You cannot control what the voice in your head says, but you can control whether you showed up, whether you did the work, whether you are ready. So we return to where we started, the empty locker room, the athlete sitting alone. But something has changed. He is still nervous. He still has doubt, but he is no longer fighting it. He walks through the tunnel. His shadow is long behind him. It is full of doubt. It pulls at him, but he does not stop. He keeps walking toward the light because he has learned something that changed everything. It is not about being fearless. It is not about silencing the doubt. It is about making peace with the uncertainty. They have learned to act in spite of it.